This is Brian Burnett from Before You Buy, and this is the Broan Sensonic SPK110 speaker fan. In the world of Bluetooth speakers that are also light bulbs or futons or what have you, now there's a Bluetooth speaker that doubles as a bathroom fan. Installation is slightly more difficult than a normal Bluetooth speaker. First, mount the Bluetooth speaker inside the fan assembly and attach the cables. Remove your old bathroom fan, and now we're ready to hit the attic. Note to home builders, using blown insulation makes updating your electrical system a huge pain. I'm replacing a smaller fan, so I need to cut a bigger hole in my ceiling. The fan housing was pretty easy to mount to a nearby joist, but I needed to buy a special reducer to fit the duct connector to my existing duct work. I think this is the first time I've ever used duct tape on an actual duct. Once everything is done in the attic, how does the Sensonic work? The fan is a little louder than I expected, but it seems to work just fine. You can't turn on the Bluetooth speaker separately from the fan, which can be annoying at low volume. The dual speakers in the Sensonic do a pretty good job at drowning out the fan though. Mids sound great, highs are a bit tinny, and the bass tends to distort at high volumes, but overall, these are pretty good speakers. The acoustics in my bathroom spread the sound over the whole house. So as far as pros and cons, the first one is the sound quality. It wasn't terrible. It was pretty good for a Bluetooth speaker in general, and it was loud enough to be heard over the fan. The next pro would be price at $150. It's not really expensive, and if you do need to replace your bathroom fan, it's not going to be that much more expensive than a regular one. And then the fan itself works as advertised. It does a good job of that. As far as cons, you can't operate the Bluetooth speaker without the fan also being on at the same time. So you're always going to have that fan noise with the speaker. And then I had to go into the basement, or not the basement, the attic, when it was over 120 degrees and install the thing for Before You Buy. So that was a lot of fun. Is it a buy, try, or don't buy? Unless you need to replace your ceiling fan in the bathroom and you want a Bluetooth speaker, then do it. Otherwise, it's not worth the time to do this specifically. You can always just get a waterproof, cheap Bluetooth speaker and keep it in the shower, and it'll do just the same thing. So that's my review.
Yeah, you know, Brian, it's interesting because I get what products are like this are trying to do. They're trying to take something you already have and add some functionality to it, which normally I'm okay with, but how many of us really need to hear music in the bathroom?
Probably the same amount of people who need to have a Bluetooth speaker in their coffee maker, or maybe your toaster, or, you know, any other appliance that you can fit a speaker into.
There you have it. If you are addicted to the Internet of Things and everything needs to be connected, then by all means, go ahead and buy this $145 musical bathroom fan. But if not, then Brian Burnett says it's a definite don't buy.